Okay, so finishing up on our pockets, and we'll hopefully do our closure in this video too. If you haven't watched the first part, you'll want to go over there and do that first. We are in the middle of making a little junk journal. So I'm going to use this guy, which I didn't use in the front, which I have been using in the front on this page here because I kind of like him. He's a fun little guy. Maybe we can get a butterfly. And put one of these guys in there. Or maybe not, you know. It's a process. It's just kind of seeing what I like best, little by little. Like that. And maybe I want him to get something like this. Ooh, you know what else I want? A pretty shot of color on here. Now I already know I'm going to use this one for the closure, so just make sure that you save something for that. You can decide. Maybe that's it. Maybe I want to use that route too. Kind of like that. I don't know if I'm gonna regret that though. I don't think so. There's really a lot of cards in here. Ooh, I could maybe also use this pretty little guy here. That's a bit much. Maybe this guy, and we could stamp a little something on him. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut this guy down a little bit. The other thing we could do, ooh, before I cut him down. Here's what we're gonna do. I have my trusty favorite stamp here, which just is like wordy, and my sepia guy ink pad, what do we call those things? Dress him up a little. Yeah, I'm gonna dress this guy up a little. Cut it down just a bit. Appreciate you guys sticking with me here, hanging out, making a nice little book. This is really my favorite thing. Putting these guys together. Living in the physical world for a little while, being very analog. And coming away with it with something beautiful, you know, that you made with your own hands. Your own hands, your own mind, your own effort and energy. There, I like that a lot actually. Let's turned out really nice. Okay, so that's our pocket for that page. And then we're gonna come, I mean, you can put a pocket on every page if you want. I'm gonna end up with, actually, that is not true. I'm gonna use up all, no, I still have 3 pockets, and I'm really only aiming to put one more in here, I think. Like this guy at the end. So ultimately, there are extra materials for pockets if you so choose to add more pockets than what I have here. It does get packed pretty full. I think we'll use this one because I don't think I'm gonna do much of anything to it either. Although I take that back, I'm not sure. That's weird. Ooh, that guy could go there like that. That's fun. All right. Actually, I screwed that up too. I just realized what you could do when you're doing stuff like this, and what I have done in the past before, is that I could have made this guy a pocket too. I just glued him with too much glue and I don't have another one. But if you just glue the sides and the bottom, then that's a little pocket too, and you can fit one of these little guys in there too. Unfortunately, I'm too fast and I wasn't thinking, but you can do things that way too if you want to just make sure on your pockets not to glue down the opening. The top. No, we would never do that, would we, Rachel? All right, so there's your last little pocket. What do we want to stick in here? This guy? Or this guy? Ooh, that guy's big. It's a big one. I like those big ones. And then maybe this guy. Now, I do have some things left still, so I'll slide that guy in there. Maybe I will see if I want to, maybe I want to put or pocket. Use all these guys up. He'll look nice on this dark coffee dyed paper. Top, I love those top pockets. So fun. Just to have a piece of something hanging up there. All right, so I still have these few little pieces, and if I'm going to make this a pocket on the front, I'll put something there. Okay, so that's good. That gives us the basics put together of our beautiful little journal. And I really probably should be letting glue dry on pockets before I stuff them full, but I am just not that kind of crafter. I don't have a lot of patience. So on the front, so as you can see, even just with that, this is stuffed pretty full. So we need to have some kind of closure on here to keep it together. And I love to make these little button closures. So what I use is I have 2 punches. I believe this is a 1 inch or a 1/2 inch. I'm not sure. I'll check, put it in the description for you. And I just take a kind of cardstock. I have these are craft style from cards that I had that I didn't use, and I punch out 3 of those, and then I have this smaller guy, and I punch out 2 of those. And I'm just going to use my glue stick. Here again, I was using Fabri-Tac, tacky glue, I don't know, this stuff, tacky glue, and it's just a little wet. I just put these 3 big guys together, and they should be just about right for your big circles from the kit. So you can pick which one you like to go against the cover, and I kind of like that, having the contrast of that one. Now I had to fix the little ones because they were a little too small, so I am gonna actually use this bigger one to make my small guy. I just had a bigger one left over. And then that guy can be our little piece, and I'm just gonna put the 2 cardboardy pieces together. They're really not like cardboard, they're much lighter than that, but, and this little guy on top here. And I'm gonna give him a little ink around his edges too, because the bigger guy has it also. And now this is where the crocodile really comes in handy too, is that like it's just a million times easier to punch these. I used to have an old handheld punch. So I'm just gonna go back to that 1/8 setting. Take a look at this guy. Actually, probably better if I eyeball it from here and make a mark. That's about the middle. Not quite, but close enough. Pretty close actually, closer than I thought. There's that guy. This guy. Right in about here. And he gets punched right through that too. Nice and easy. There. You have your 2 pieces for your closure. And then I've been using twine on these books to wrap around. So I'm gonna prepare my twine too so that it's about the right length, because I'm gonna glue this in here so that it's attached on this end right underneath this button. I keep calling it a button, but it's not really a button. So I'm gonna give myself plenty of room on that guy. And I'm gonna take a look at where I want to put this on the cover here. I'm gonna cover this guy up, or do I? There we go. I like him right about there. There's a mark. Punch that hole one more time with my crocodile. Grab another eyelet. Switch to my eyelet setting. These guys together. The little guy on top of the big guy. Eyelet through the whole thing. Squishy, squishy. A little short. I'm always never sure. I'm always never. Haha. I'm never sure. It always feels like it's gonna be not quite long enough, but it actually works very well. Just gotta get this thing to stay and line up properly. Okay. There we go. Coming down on that guy and squishing him tight in there. And there you go. Woo-hoo. One of my favorite things ever. I love making those. I really do. And aren't they so beautiful? They're just so beautiful. It's really one of my favorite closures. So now I'm just going to take the twine and my tacky glue. Make sure my tacky glue is a flowing. And it is. I'm going to pull this up just a little and give myself just a little bit of glue that I want to kind of go in underneath here. A little more. It'd be an easier way to do this, just to aim and guess and glue the twine first. But this is how I've been doing it. It ends up okay. So there's your closure. And then that's gonna wrap around like this, and I'm not gonna wrap it up right now because I'm gonna wait for the glue to dry, but like, you know, it's gonna go around this little guy really nicely. And that is pretty much it, you guys. It's up to you. Like I said before, you can collage the front. Oh no, you know what? I forgot. Look at me. I'm already forgetting this new thing that I didn't do this time that was gonna be my new exciting way of doing this. So we've got this guy is a new pocket. So let's get him, cut him off here actually and see how that goes. Oh, that's fun. All right, let's glue him in there. So now that's gonna do a really beautiful job of covering up our inside. Oh, I didn't ink him. That's okay. Of covering up our little eyelet hole there, which is really great. I didn't do that on the others. Give him a little purple on the outside at least. Match the rest of the cover. He's a little bit long. I might have to cut him off there. Then we can slide a couple guys in there of these leftovers. Pretty cards, little guy. And then, you know, this is working out really beautifully. I just had a thought of something I was going to do, and then it like flew out of my head. Oh, cut this off. This guy down just a little bit here. A little bit too long. Scalpel. So this is what this was my genius possibility here. Maybe fussy cutting out this guy on here. Anyway, I don't think you guys necessarily need me to sit with you here and watch me figure this out, but the point is that you can leave it like this if you want. That's good enough for you. You're happy with it. You can also collage the front. I'll add a few extra things to the kit so that there's enough left over. You've still got your journal. You've still got a few more of these guys you could use on here. But I'll try to put a couple more things in here that would give you some things to work with here. And then on the back as well. It's up to you. And so then what I've done is just then when that's done, put a nice coat of Mod Podge on it, let it dry, and you have these very beautiful. This guy doesn't want to stick. I'm going to take these out of here till he dries. I might have to put tacky glue on there since it's fabric on there. But yeah, you have your beautiful journal. So look for the kit in my Etsy shop. This is the vintage purple flowers junk journal kit, and happy crafting, guys.